Well, here we are again, Sky Bet League One Road to the Championship for Matchday 21, and we've got a second part of the season after a cracking start after absolutely annihilating Gillingham, the bottom club, 4-1. But today we come up against Wycombe Wanderers, one of the teams that have beaten us. We lost down at Adams Park by 3-1, so we'll be looking for revenge. And today's team, we're battling on two fronts. We've got the League One title to go for, and we're also in the leasing.com quarterfinals, and we play Rotherham. That will be coming up at a later stage. But today, match day 21 against Wycombe. So let's have a look at the game plan for today. And as you can see, we've got one or two people on the red and the oranges. So we've gone for, this is the lineup we've gone for. We've got Billy Key up top, Tim Berridge, who has been in cracking form for us in the past couple of games. He's on the left and Leandro Brown on the right. Midfield trio, Luke Shaw back in the team because he's recovered from his injury, and Matt Newbury and Phil Smith also making up the midfield trio. And for our defence, we've got Stevie Hines on the left back position because Jeb Gregson is down, and we've got Martin, we've got Andy Smith back in place of Jack Duggan in the centre back position, and Lee Farrington making up the defence. And we've got Kev Briggs, of course, is our goalkeeper. So we'll put Sean Bowles up into the replacement goalkeeper because he's up for it. We've got Alex Dean. We've got quite a strong bench, and we've got Adam McKirk there who can come in either at the centre forward or on the left wing position. So without further ado, let's see if we can get revenge for match day 21 as we play down at the Mandra Cruikshank against Wycombe Wanderers. Let's get straight to the kickoff. So another dreadful day here in Coalville for Coalville Town game against Wycombe Wanderers, as the rain has been coming down all morning and a cool night as well. So Coalville Town in their black and white shirts, black shirt, black shorts, kicking left to right, and Wycombe today in all yellow. And as you can see, they are a very defensive side. We couldn't break them down at Adams Park, but today we're at the Mandra Cruikshank, and it's always a difficult place to come for any visiting team. There's Steve Hines. You can see Wycombe Wanderers just absolutely just holding back. And Luke Shaw, they need to. That's a good ball down for Leandro, but it's just skidded on past the post. Blitzers on the counter-attack as we did at Billy Key. And that's a good ball to Tim Berridge. He's got Phil Smith. It's Luke Shaw. Can he score? He can. He's it off the post. And Luke Shaw opens a scoring, and his frustration boiling over. And Luke Shaw has made it 1-0 to Coalville Town. So surely that make Wycombe to come out and play. You can see Luke Shaw, his frustration, all there to see, and the appreciation of his fellow teammates. Good ball by Tim Berridge to Luke, and he just hit the post and gone in. And that is Coalville Town in the lead, 1-0. And we've only played 5 minutes of the game. Wycombe Wanderers have got to come out and play now for sure. Oh, is it? No, Leandro Brown, now Farrington. And Billy Key is in there. That's a good ball. Oh, and it's headed out. Oh, nearly caused some sort of problem for Wycombe Wanderers, but they're playing all the football, that's for sure. And Tim Berridge. Oh, well played. Getting cross one, he can't. And Luke Shaw's there again, but the keeper's made a terrific save. In these conditions, it's skidded around, but Luke Shaw's header just being kept out. And Leandro Brown. Newbury. Phil Smith. That's a good ball to Stevie Hines. He's trying to ward off the. That's a good ball too. And Berridge, and up 2-0. Oh, sharp thinking by Phil Smith. Seen the run of Tim Berridge. Shoved it down the channel, and Tim's hit it first time with his left foot. And his good form continues, and to the delight of the Coalville crowd. You can see it was just patient football. Stevie Hines to Phil Smith. Saw the run of Tim Berridge. What a good, intelligent run. And he just hit it first time past the keeper Stockdale in the Wycombe goal. And Coalville Town double the lead as we're coming up to half time. Tim Berridge. Oh, Charles just. Oh, Patterson. Freeman. Jacobson, good ball down the line, but Lando Brown will let it out. But that's the half-time whistle. And Coalville Town going 2-0 up in this torrential rain, but it's not affected football. They've been patient and they've been clinical. Well, there we go, back at the Amanda Cruikshank for this League One game between Coalville Town and Wycombe Wanderers. Coalville Town at the moment completely in control at 2-0. And Wycombe need to come out more. They need to be a little bit more adventurous because they've not showed any. And there's Bloomfield. Timber's facing him. Oh, Timber. Newbury coming forward now. Newbury's got a chance to. And it's. Oh, but the key was just a little bit asleep there. Andrew Brown flicking the ball through, but Key just a little bit. Weren't quite on the same page. Well, anyway, Wycombe Wanderers. The Coalville faithful are absolutely getting wet, but they don't mind. Their team are on the ascendancy. Oh, well, there's a chance for Freeman, and it's Samuel, but that stung the fingers of Kev Briggs, that's for sure. And there's Lando Brown to the shore. Is he going to get to Farrington? He is. Oh, good ball through to Brown. And short! Oh, just wide. Oh, just past the post. Great run down, great build up down that right hand side. We can see there Farrington placing the ball, and Leandro Brown's run has been absolutely perfect. And Luke Shaw could have actually made it 3-0 there, but he'll be disappointed with that. I know Lloyd's good shot. So it's time for Billy and Leandro to have an early shower, get out the dry, get in the dry, get Cara Mitchell and Tom McClinchy on the replacement. So Patterson to Bloomfield and Wheeler, and it's Bloomfield again. That's a good ball over. Wheeler's coming through. Oh, what a terrific save by Briggs. Oh, he saw the situation, narrowed the angle down, came out, and he's made a terrific save. Now Phil Smith. Oh, and he's been brought down. No, referee says no. Well, and Alex Dean being the replacement for Luke Shaw, who comes off to a round of applause from these faithful Coalville supporters. He's had a good game, Luke. Appreciating the support. He's just come back from injury, so a bit of a testing game in this weather for Luke. But Alex Dean, a good replacement for here Wycombe, and it's over, right over on the Edema, but oh, good. And it's escape. Well, Wycombe Wanderers started to wake up, I think. But well played, and Alex Dean, and that's the final whistle. Coalville Town just gone through the motions and got another vital victory on the road to the championship with a 2-0 victory here at the Amanda Cruikshank against Wycombe. Shaw and Berridge the scorers. So match day 21, there's the results as you see. Coalville Town beat Wycombe Wanderers 2-0. Got the revenge of their when they lost 3-1 at Adams Park. And the rest of the results, well, Gillingham have actually got a victory at Oxford United, beating them 3-0. Coventry 0-0 with Portsmouth. Sunderland have lost to Ipswich 3-0. Shrewsbury have lost to Doncaster 2-0. Lincoln have drew 2-2. Fleetwood, Bristol Rovers have lost 1-0. Burton have also lost 1-0 to Peterborough. Blackpool have lost 1-0 to Rochdale. So Rochdale coming back and getting a victory against promotion chasing Blackpool as well. So an important victory for Rochdale. Rotherham have beaten Caydons 1-0. So looking at the league table, we should still be top. And we are 2 points clear of Rochdale, who are on 40 points. And the other promotion hopefuls, Ipswich, Rotherham and Fleetwood and Blackpool, occupied the playoff positions with MK Dons on 32. And we look at the bottom with that victory. Gillingham has given them slight hope with 5 points adrift of the next place. Portsmouth and Coventry have slipped into the bottom three, so that is looking very, very ominous for Coventry City, who are actually promoted to the Championship in real life. Shrewsbury, Bristol Rovers, Doncaster, it's all tight down that bottom, that's for sure. But anyway, one win and takes you up the league. But anyway, let's see what the Premiership are. Well, you can see Liverpool now have leapfrogged Manchester City. It's a bit of a tight battle there. One's going up and then the other one. But anyway, it's Liverpool in the top position. Man City, Tottenham, and Arsenal occupy the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they occupy the Champions League places at this moment in time. Chelsea just outside 5th, and Manchester City 6th. And there's a bit of a gap now appearing to 7th as Everton are chasing the pack. And we'll look at the bottom of the Premiership. Norwich City look as if they're getting cut well adrift. They've only had one victory all season, so it's looking very, very likely that Norwich will be relegated from this Premiership, with Brighton and Bournemouth. And there's a bit of a gap then to Watford and Sheffield United and the rest of the teams in that position. So we can see the Championship. This is the league table, league that we want to try and go into. And Fulham are top. They're breaking away a little bit from 3rd place. Middlesbrough, who are 7 points behind. Reading are 4 points behind. But Middlesbrough, Swansea, Leeds and Preston North End in them playoff positions. And if we look at the bottom, we've got Luton Town, who are bottom now, with Stoke City and Cardiff and Charlton on equal 19 points. Birmingham just outside that relegation. Just to say that our squad in the League One is ample for that division, but getting into the Championship, or whether it could be able to compete, that's another kettle of fish. So that'll be another story. But anyway, we've got to get in there first. We're not taking nothing for granted. Well, anyway, as you can see, it's EFL League One Matchday 22. We travel down to the south coast of Portsmouth, and that will be our next game in this series. So thank you very much for watching, and a great victory again. But say, we can't take nothing for granted, but it's looking good for the road to the Championship. So take care, everybody. I'll see you for the Well, there's the team for today against Portsmouth down at Fratton Park, and we've gone for Billy Key up top. We've got Keith Osborne back in the side after being out injured. We've got Leandro Brown and the midfield trio. We've got Luke Shaw, Phil Smith, Arvin Hodges, the usual three. And we've got Jeff Gregson, Martin Evans, Jack Duggan again replaces Andy Smith in the back 2 division. And then we've got Lee Farrington on the right back position. So this is match day 22. So let's get straight down to the ground and let's get to the kickoff. So a beautiful day down here in Fratton Park for Portsmouth against Coalville Town, as Portsmouth get the game on the way. Obviously they do, and they're playing left to right in their blue and white, and Coalville Town in their obvious red and black. The Ravens. There's Billy Key. He took an interception quite early, so it's down to Luke Shaw. Out to Farrington. Now then, Farrington, has he got anybody in the middle? He has, but it's been deflected out to close. Here's to Luke Shaw, Phil Smith, Jeff Gregson making a run on the left hand side. He's got players in the box, and it's a good header. Oh, it's hit the bar. Well, my. Oh, what an header by Billy Key. And then it's caught the goalkeeper out, and it's caught the ball. So Gregson to take this. Luke Shaw, Phil Smith. Oh, it's took a deflection, but it's just gone into the arms of McGillivray. He's going to whiz one into that near post, but there's Gregson. Oh, and it's Gregson now. There's Phil Smith, and it's to Gregson again. He can whip one in, and it's what happened there? It almost went in. Phil Smith again, dinking it over, but this time McGillivray collects, but it's an offside position. Well, that was all sorts of frantic stuff going on from that corner kick. There's Williams. Pittman. Now we've got past Farrington this time. Nice run by Pittman. Good ball over to Marquis. Oh, but the first touch of the game for Kev Briggs. And that's a good ball down the rut. And Pittman's lost Hodges, but Martin Evans again. And Skipper doing a good job. And there's Williams again. A good ball over the top. But, ooh, that was a delicate punch by Briggs. And there's Pittman. Oh, Pittman found a bit of space, and there's Williams. Oh, he's gone a bit of burst of speed there, but it's cost in. But Gregson cuts it out with a super header. Good defending by, and there's Marquis. Oh, and it's just wide. Oh, he got himself into a good position just inside the box. There's the ball played to him, and but Jack Duggan was always in line. And it's, oh, now Brown's in on that, and it's, oh, a nice little flick by Osborne, but it's gone straight to the keeper. A bit too fancy probably, but Cannon, we're into the last minute of the first half. It's still no score, things to play for. Cannon too close. And we've got 1 minute of stoppage time that's added by the referee. There's been a lot of stoppage, to be honest with you, but there's Jack Duggan just getting the ball, and it's Cannon. Oh, well played, Ivan Hodges. But that will be half time, as it's no score here at Fratton Park in the EFL League One. Portsmouth 0, Coalville Town 0. Oh, welcome back to Fratton Park. It's still goalless as Coalville Town get the game on the way for the second half. No changes by either managers, so it's as we are, and it's to Evans. Portsmouth chasing across now. Luke Shaw is also in attendance, and it's kind of trying to shake them off, but Luke Shaw is keeping away. Oh, well played, and Luke Shaw. Oh, and it's, oh, a super save. Oh, it was dancing around in that penalty box, but what a super save by Kev Briggs. I mean, he's not had much to do in this game, but when he needs to, he's there. So Gregson down to and Osborne's got one in. Billy Key. Oh, in this time on the second attempt turns it in. And Billy Key breaks the dead clock for Coalville Town on 58 minutes. Two bites at the cherry. The first one's good save by McGlivery, but the second one that he's just managed to squeeze in at the near post to give Coalville Town the lead. Good ball, and there's old Jeff Gregson playing it down to Keith Osborne. Just gets past the defender. First time shot by Billy Key, but the second attempt just tapped in. Keeper nearly got to it, but the power was just too much for him, and that's put Coalville Town in the driving seat here at Portsmouth. Stevens' chance to freshen the legs up on the front row, and it's got Adam McCurk coming on for Keith Osborne, Tom McClinchy on for Brown, and Ollie Linnitter's on for Billy Key, the scorer. So quite a big change up front. It just gives them that little bit more pace and a bit more freshness as what probably they needed. So anyway, they're not going on the defences, that's for sure. And there's McCurk, and it's all, but he's been cut by Raggett. And Gregson back to Martin Evans, kip up. Duggan. Luke Shaw just asking for it and getting it. So there's a chance now for Lee Farrington, McClinchy. Now then, oh, it's a nice run by Ollie Linnett, but he just lost control of it, and it's gone out for the goal kick. So there's Harrison coming on for Marquis for Portsmouth. Cannon. Oh, but he's giving it away to McCurk. And it's Luke Shaw. He's got McClinchy. Now McClinchy. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh my, Tom McClinchy had a golden opportunity. He hasn't been on a few minutes. And they break to a lovely position for him on this right hand side. Drew all the places over God, but he's put the shot past the post. Oh, Tom will be disappointed about that, but and about just good out. There's Cannon. And it's close. That's a good ball. Trying to get the Oh, and Jeff Gregson's almost put it to... Oh, Kev Briggs is going absolutely mad at Jeff Gregson. He's put it out for the corners. Naylor will take this for Portsmouth. Oh, that's a good ball over the top. But, oh, good take by Kev Briggs. What a good take. And it's Jack Duggan all the way across to Phil Smith. To Martin Evans. And it's Kirk. Good ball to McClinchy! Oh, what a super save! Oh, he hit that first time, Tom McClinchy, and the keeper's made a great save. And we're still down there. There's Pittman to Harrison. He's being shoved and bumped, but they've still worked it down this left-hand side. And Farrington strong enough. And it's... Oh, Jack Duggan's giving it away. Williams. Oh, that's a good ball over now. Oh, good header. Oh, it had to be. McKirk's giving it away. Well, they're giving it away. Keep the ball, boys. Keep the ball. And we're looking into 1 minute of stoppage time. As Evans, but can he keep it in? He can. McKirk just tracking him back. It's a cross, and is it an header? But Tom McClinchy and Coalville Town done enough. Billy Keys winner on 59 minutes, enough to get the 3 points and keep them top of the table. Portsmouth battle hard game, very hard game, but 1-0. So match day 22 results, as we've got Portsmouth got beat by Coalville Town, and that will keep Coalville top of the league. We've got Wycombe Wanderers 3, Gillingham 1, Ipswich 0, Coventry 0. Doncaster and Sunderland have drew. Fleetwood have won 4-1 to maintain their position in the top 6. We've got Wimbledon 1, Lincoln 0. Peterborough 1, beaten Bristol Rovers by a 0-0. Rochdale have lost 2-0, so the Coalville could extend their lead at the top. We've got MK have got beaten by Blackpool, and Rotherham United have beaten Oxford. So very interesting reading just below us in the League One. So let's have a quick look. And we have got 5 points clear. We're 5 points clear of the next team, Rochdale, who are only there in second place on goal difference from Rotherham, who are creeping up for that second spot. That's for sure. We've got Ipswich, Fleetwood and Blackpool all in the mix for the playoffs. And Wimbledon just outside, but 3 points adrift. So let's look at the bottom of the table. And we've got Gillingham still bottom. Portsmouth have dropped into the bottom 2. Shrewsbury Town, that's they make the 3 relegated sides up, and Coventry City just outside the bottom 3 with Bristol Rovers. So let's have a quick look at the Premiership. So we look at the Premiership, and Liverpool maintain top spot with Manchester City and Tottenham in 3rd. Tottenham also make the top 4 places up. I think Man City have got a ban. I don't know whether they're appealing that, but from Europe. So if that would be the case, Chelsea would make the 4th team in the Champions League. We've got Manchester United on 6th, and Everton and Leicester City have cropped up to 8th. So let's look at the bottom. We've got Norwich City, who to me look like they're dead and buried, but we'll never know. They might have they've only won 1 game all season, so looking rather ominous for that for Norwich. So we've got Brighton, Albion and Bournemouth in the bottom 3. Sheffield United again have dropped down. They did have a bit of a surge mid-season, but yeah, they're back down in that position. And if we look at the Championship, this is the league that we want to get Coalville into for next year. That is Fulham and Reading are pulling away for them top 2 spots for promotion to the Premiership, and Preston, Middlesbrough, Leeds and Swansea all in the playoff positions. And at the bottom of the Sky Bet Championship, Luton Town, it's quite tight down there between them 5 clubs. Let's drag Millwall in as well, but as I say, Luton at bottom with 17, Stoke and then Cardiff, and they're level on points with Charlton Athletic, and Birmingham City, Millwall and Derby are also in the mix. Well, I think we're down at the Mandel Cruikshank, we are, for match day 23, which is against Ipswich Town in the EFL League Road to the Championship. So thank you very much, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.